The boys in Cameron tartan swinging down the terrace are an Anzac fixture. That is, when they're not performing at tattoos in Scotland or America. However, even when absent from the terrace, the Scotch Pipe Band still has a story to tell. It's a story of two cultures. One, very ancient, the other less so. And it's about a young boy who sits astride them both, easily, it would seem. Dallmyn Kelly is Noongar. His father comes from near the Stirlings, his mother from Whadjuk country, around New Norcia. Dallmyn himself is a Westminster boy, North Suburban if you like. Academically, he's in Year 10. His sports are cricket and football. And musically, he's a drummer in the band. If further identification is needed, Dallmyn might just say, I'm a Scotch boy, like all the others. And there are others.
We have had Indian boys, Chinese boys, we've had other Aboriginal boys in there before, but we don't look at them as in, we've got drummers. That's how we look at them.
And so to tradition. It's Friday morning on the top oval at Scotch. The senior school are gathering in houses before assembly. The band has been here early for final rehearsals and instrument tweaking. It was probably a morning like this when new boy Dallmyn was talent spotted.
When I first saw him, he was across the way there out on the grass, so we have our band practices in the morning, and I looked across to the lockers, and there's young Dal just wiggling and jumping and jiving to the groove of the band. And so they looked at the bandmaster and we looked at him and we went and approached him and said, would you like to do this? So he'd had an early start on the pipe, so that wasn't his thing. And it's often a few boys try that because they love the pipe band and find that melody's not their thing.
Well, when I signed up for the pipes, I played it, I just didn't feel it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it, but also just didn't feel that, I didn't feel that beat that, you know, I always had since I was a kid, that beat that I always, you know, kept. And when Miss Anderson and Bailey came over and asked me to do tenor drum, I was like I was pretty sceptical, but, you know, I went straight into it. And I felt happy doing it.
That Dallmyn Kelly actually gave up bagpipes is a sort of action that could cause shockwaves in the Glens. But Dallmyn made his peace by becoming a tenor drummer.
It's fairly difficult. You'd need to spend a good 30 minutes a day in the first year of your learning to sort of adapt and evolve and be able to pick up the skills. Round, straight, down, and that's it. Excellent, excellent. I judge a drummer by their work ethic. So if the boy goes home and practices, takes on board what he's been shown, develops that, then we can step forward. Otherwise, we sort of stand still, and he's the perfect student for me. So we've got a stall at the end of this part. So the stall goes one, in, out, and down.
And what does the perfect student get out of it all?
The beat and the flourishing is beautiful flourishing. Once you get that perfect, it's something.
Flourishing? Describe, what's that?
Flourishing's where you spin your fingers and make different, like, butterflies or the windmill or the fan and all the wheels. Just, if you get that perfect, and it's perfect. Anyone can do it if they really put their mind to it. Like, with anything, really.
Have you ever spun your drumsticks out it?
Oh yes, plenty of times I've lost control and it goes flying off that way. Had to pick it up. Yeah, quite a couple of times I did in the march. Some blokes lost all their sticks because they were spinning too far. If you get spinning and flourishing perfect, it's amazing, it's beautiful.
He seems to find it quite natural, so he doesn't have to spend a lot of time picking it up. It just absorbs it like a sponge, so I find that refreshing.
High praise from people who know. But for the boy from Westminster, this surely is the payoff.
I just feel like, you know, part of the lads, part of the boys and part of a Scotch boy.